I've been a big Amitabh Bachchan sir fan. अमिताभ सर की जो जर्नी रही है और जिस तरीके के ही इज़ अ लेजेंडरी एक्टर and yeah I've enjoyed watching him on screen, off screen, you know, his persona, his way of talking, his way of being there, his aura as an actor. When you also start you admire those things ki you know, you just get attracted towards that personality. मैं चाहता हूँ कि सब फोटोज खींचे और मेरा फ्रेम करके अपने लिविंग रूम में लगाएं. सो आई वांट दैट. तो मैं तो जब मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ कि कम पड़ गया क्या किसी ने फोटो, ऐसा तो नहीं हो ये फोटो क्यों नहीं खींच रहे मेरे साथ. सो आई एम ऑफ दैट थॉट. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जितनी फोटोज खिंचाऊँ उतना कम है. एंड या आई एंजॉय getting loved and I enjoy attention. I am a fan-made hero and I'm proud of it. I really love the fact that ये एक audience है जो मुझे इतना प्यार देती है.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us and welcome to E-Times. It's always such a pleasure talking to both of you. To begin with, I have to say I saw the movie last night and it was really intriguing. Me coming from a background of TV, being a journalist, being a reporter for the past 14 years, it is so, there was so many relatable moments. So, Ramsa, I have to ask you, what was the thought behind this entire film? Because there must have been something playing on your mind to actually go ahead and do Dhamaka.
You know, we keep saying that the film is a human drama. It's about a man who is faced with certain choices. It's really about all of us who are faced with certain choices in our lives. And whether you're a journalist or whether you're in the film industry or whichever industry, it could have been in any industry. And here's a man who basically loses some of his value system. And therefore his moral compass, you know, sort of goes into places where maybe it should not go given the situation that he's in. And therefore, at the end of the film, I think the reason that I decided to make it is because of what it says. Because it says, kya khoya, kya paya. And if at the end, and that's really what the film is about, which is in our own everyday life of success, ambition, nothing wrong with that. But in our climb up the ladder, what are we willing to lose and what do we gain? And I know that for y'all, especially as journalists, your work-life balance, the way that y'all work, the lot of respect towards what y'all do. I have friends who are journalists who I speak to. And if we feel that in film, as filmmakers, it's 24/7. I mean, I think for y'all, it's the Beatles song 8 days a week.
You know, Karthik, of course, it is all about your graph in the film and, you know, your greed as a journalist or an anchor. But it also throws light on the media. You know, how it works, you know, the lines like, you know, we are only selling TRP or, you know, we sell news and we don't report it and all those things. Tell us the kind of preparation that actually went in to, you know, be on camera and be that anchor. And did you have any reference points?
Like Sir said, this film is more of about the journey of an ambitious person who could be in any field, who could be from Bollywood, who could be from can be a banker, can be anything. So it happened to be कि हाँ ठीक है ये side यहाँ पे ये इसका career ये वाला देखते हैं यहाँ पे explore करते हैं. But it was more to do with क्या खोया इसने और क्या पाया. He was getting those choices throughout. Right. And so that one could feel कि when you are given a choice in your life, what would you do? Would you do this, A or B? And depending on what your morals are in life, does it hamper anything or does it not? Or are you not hassled by it hampering your morals of life? So that is the big question. So वो मेरा अंडरस्टैंडिंग था पूरा फिल्म का एंड हमारा दोनों का ये कोलैबोरेशन इस थॉट पे पूरी तरह से था. इसके बाद जो प्रेप हुआ ऑफ कोर्स उसमें it's a difficult role to play. There are so many things going on in his mind. we had chatted so many times कि how to go about it. Then Vikas Kumar जो कि प्रवीण कामत है फिल्म में.
He's the actor in the film, and he's also the acting coach. So
So he became the acting. He was the acting coach, and उनके साथ मैंने बहुत workshops की. Of course, to get into the character, and there were no rehearsals with any actors. There were only rehearsals for your things. Of course, I was there throughout the film. तो मेरे पूरी ही script in a way उसकी workshop हो रही थी उनके साथ. And he was just he was looking into the whole scenario कि मेरे सारे workshops जो थे Zoom call में होते तो record इन पे जाता था कि क्या चल रहा है कैसे चल रहा है. So he was just looking into it. And then रात को मुझे call आता था कि अगर कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है गड़बड़ लग रही है ये लग रहा है तो ये ऐसे करेंगे अगर ऐसा लगता है. So that was the whole thing. I had done Zoom calls with a lot of reporters. I'm talking about Zoom calls because we were prepping for the film and shot the film during the pandemic when
Absolutely.
we were not
Yes.
allowed going out or meet people more than 4 people or be in a bio bubble instead. So that was the only thing which was allowed maybe that time. So जूम कॉल्स में बहुत रिपोर्टर्स से बातें की उनके इंसाइट्स लिए कैसा क्या थॉट प्रोसेस होता है और आरजेस से बातें की उनके स्टूडियोज को देखा जूम कॉल्स में.
You know what really struck me were the small nuances that you all picked up. For example, wearing the zero power chashma, we do it. We really do it. And the other thing was shooting with your shorts on.
Okay, yes.
So
yes.
that, especially during the pandemic,
During the
you
because
just have
Zoom
this
calls
one,
में बस
yeah.
इतना दिखता था. So yeah, वो जो
I had a friend of mine whose son was going to school, didn't realize that the teacher when finally met, oh, you're really tall. Yeah, exactly.
बिकॉज या वर्चुअली समझ नहीं आ रहा था लोगों को
Exactly.
कि वो क्या पूरी तरह से क्या पहना हुआ है शॉर्ट्स में है या फिर पूरा सूट है कि नहीं है. सो ये सब चीज़ें तो हमने वैसे भी नॉर्मली पैंडेमिक के टाइम पे देखा था. सो वो एक क्वाइट रिलेटेबल है
Yes.
वो चीज़ें. एंड छोटी छोटी नुआंसेस थे जो फिल्म में बहुत सटल तरीके से आके चला जाता है लेकिन मेक्स यू थिंक कि अच्छा हाँ, ये इसलिए भी ये भी करते हैं कुछ लोग ये नहीं करते.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very subtle, but you can pick up on all those things. Ram sir, talk to us about shooting the film. I mean, you've shot it completely during the pandemic. 10 days. I remember when I spoke to you during Arya, we were just during the first wave, and you had told us, how you had put Chandrachur and Shushmita into their cupboards and closets and made them dub for the film. Here it is a start to finish 10 or 11 days, if I'm not mistaken, in one location in Powai. Talk to us about it, and of course, the feel of the entire film is also very claustrophobic. Of course, I'm guessing that was also intentional.
So, okay. We don't want to be known to be people who shot a film in 10, 11 days. We want to, that was just because of the planning, because of the team, because of my co-producer Amita Madhwani, Riya Sia, my EP. So there's a lot of teamwork over there which helps in prepping the film. So I do a lot of prep so that we can shoot fast, so that I'm responsible to the time and money that we have. So it's not as if we are taking pride in the fact that we shot it in so many days. Like we joke about it, people may turn around and say, why didn't you take 10 more days here? So it's not about the time at all. It's really about the fact, and even when we are working, we work 12-hour days, we give lunch breaks, etc. It was that kind of film. It needed that kind of time. But having said that, I do work in a unique kind of a way. I call it 360-degree shooting. So there are certain tricks that I have, and certain systems that I use to
Right.
try and make the actor comfortable to not act.
Yeah.
Having said that, they are obviously acting, but I have to do it in a way in which they also don't know where the cameras are because there's so many of them. Like right now, there are so many cameras. We are not conscious of the
Right.
camera, right? It's not right here. And
Yeah.
I'm saying, okay, roll camera, take one. You want to do it again? I'm not doing it in that way. So.
Karthik, you are a true blue fan-made hero. Like the
I
kind
just
of
said-
love
yeah.
that, the kind of love and the adulation that you've been getting from
Ji.
especially the ladies is quite overwhelming, I'm sure, for you. But, does that make you conscious when you choose your scripts or your films? Do you have anything in mind that, okay, fine, I need to perhaps experiment more or something?
I think I've said this before also, but the fact that I myself have been that fan, you know, so I have been that audience. I am that audience जो फिल्में देखते हैं और बहुत मैं उसको एकदम ऑनेस्टी से देखता हूँ और इन्जॉय करता हूँ विदाउट एनी तो आई थिंक वो एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है मेरे लिए. उसकी वजह से मेरी चॉइसेस भी आई थिंक वहीं जाती हैं जो मैं शायद से देखना चाहूँगा. अगर मैं एक्टर नहीं होता तो शायद से मैं ऐसी फिल्में देखना चाहता और मैं वही करता हूँ फिर. इट डजेंट because yeah, I am a fan made hero and I'm proud of it. I really love the fact that ये एक ऑडियंस है जो मुझे इतना प्यार देती है. और लेकिन हैविंग सेड दैट मेरे चॉइसेस ये नहीं होता कि यार ये ऐसा तो नहीं, ये सोचने लगेंगे मेरे बारे में या ये हो जाएगा, वो उससे नहीं होता. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कंटेंट उन्हें समझ आता है, सो दे विल गो फॉर द कंटेंट. एंड अब कैरेक्टर ग्रे है, पॉजिटिव है, नेगेटिव है, उससे मैटर नहीं करता वो कितना मीटी एस्पेक्ट है, कैरेक्टर है या फिल्म है, उस पे मैटर करता है. एंड ऑडियंस बहुत स्मार्ट है हमारी. वो सब समझते हैं कि एक ग्रिपिंग फिल्म होती है, एक एंटरटेनिंग फिल्म करती है एंटरटेन. So yeah, that's the only thing. It doesn't hamper. In fact, it gives me more power to actually take more and more risks.
Right. You said you're a fan. Fan of whose? Like, is there that one person that you really idolize or look up to?
I've been मतलब मैं अमिताभ सर की जो जर्नी रही है और जिस तरीके के, ही इज़ अ लेजेंडरी एक्टर. आई थिंक आई हैव बीन अ बिग अमिताभ बच्चन सर फैन. एंड या I've enjoyed watching him on screen, off screen, you know, his persona, his way of talking, his way of being there, his aura. So I think that is something you really, as an actor, when you also start, you admire those things. You know, you just get attracted towards that personality. So yeah, I've been that fan.
Right. Okay. Do you also think that perhaps the fact that you're so approachable to your fans, you know, when people want to come and take pictures, selfies, all of that, you don't really, we've never seen you turning people down or just like, you know, running away or all those things.
I love
Do you think that is what people really love about you?
मैं चाहता हूँ कि सब फोटोज़ खींचे और मेरा फ्रेम करके अपने लिविंग रूम में लगाएं. सो आई वांट दैट. तो मैं तो जब मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ कि कम पड़ गया क्या किसी ने फ़ोटो, ऐसा तो नहीं हो ये फ़ोटो क्यों नहीं खींच रहे मेरे साथ. सो आई एम ऑफ दैट थॉट. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जितनी फ़ोटोज़ खिंचाऊँ उतना कम है. एंड या आई एन्जॉय इट. आई एन्जॉय getting loved, and I enjoy attention. I enjoy when people say that they love my work, they love me. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Okay. And lastly, of course, before we let you go, we're really looking forward to the second season of Arya. The first one just was so amazing.
I know we're now going for the Emmys now. On Kartik Aaryan's birthday is the Emmy
I
award.
hope they win. I really want them to win.
19th of November is when Dhamaka releases, which is Shushmita Sen's birthday. So
That's lovely.
so I'm hoping that, you know, sort of these dates are dates that work for us.
But thank you so much for talking to us and all the best for Dhamaka
Thank you.
and of course the Emmys in Arya too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.